Has the school suggested a placement change for your child in special education? Are you unsure what placement is, or what a change to it means? Most staff at Pacer Center have children with IEPs like you, so we get how confusing this can be. We'll cover placement in 2 parts. This video is part 1. We'll explain what placement is and the main factors that go into a placement decision. In part 2, we'll define placement settings and what may cause a placement change for your child. First, some basics. Special education is a set of services to help your child succeed, not a place. Your child's placement is decided by several factors. Factor 1, what services your child receives based on their unique needs. Factor 2, how often the services happen. This is called the frequency of services. When your child first qualifies for special education, the IEP team plans out what services your child needs and at what frequency, so that your child can make meaningful progress in their education. A third factor in deciding placement is the least restrictive environment, or LRE. What is least restrictive environment, LRE? LRE is an important part of the U.S. Special Education Law, IDEA, Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This law says that a child with an IEP will be educated in the general education setting with their general education peers as much as possible. IDEA considers the general education classroom to be the least restrictive setting for services. For example, having a paraprofessional or special education teacher come into the general education classroom to support your child on math skills equals a less restrictive environment. Having your child leave the general education room to go to a special education classroom to work equals a more restrictive environment. LRE requires that IEP teams, which consist of school staff and parents, first consider the use of supplementary aids and services to make the general education classroom work for the student before they consider a more restrictive placement. So, 3 of the main factors that decide your child's placement are type of services, plus frequency, and plus LRE considerations. If you have more questions about placement, LRE, or your role or rights as a parent, contact Pacer Center. You can reach us online or call us and ask for a callback from a parent advocate. Let's review. Placement is where your child receives their special education services. 3 factors that decide placement are services plus frequency plus least restrictive environment considerations. LRE requires that IEP teams place children with IEPs in the general education classroom as much as possible. IEP teams must consider LRE when deciding placement. If you'd like to read more about placement and LRE, see Pacer's article, Least Restrictive Environment: What Parents Need to Know. Go to pacer.org and type in LRE in the search box. Then click Search. Advocate with confidence. You can do this.